As a hardworking member of an audit committee of a public company, it is your job to oversee the company's financial reporting process. This includes, among other things, hiring and overseeing the external auditor. As part of these roles and responsibilities, each year, the audit committee should evaluate the external auditor to make an informed recommendation to the board whether to reappoint the auditor.
The issue on the table is, how does the audit committee review the quality of the audit and appoint the auditor? The most important aspect is to really, in a robust way, understand what the quality of the audit is. And the only way you can do that is to do an evaluation.
At the regular audit committee meetings, we do ask for a report from the independent auditor on the status of the audit and how that compares with the audit plan that the audit committee reviewed and approved earlier in the year. So we're tracking that as they go. And finally, at the end of the year, or around the time we consider appointment or reappointment, we think about the form of questionnaire or the tools that are available to us to evaluate the performance of the external auditors.
Some audit committees start the process with a self-evaluation by the external auditor.
At the two companies that I work at, work on the board of, we have, for the external auditor, a very interesting process that we use. We have the auditor do a self-assessment where they grade their own performance relative to the performance contract that we set with them at the beginning of the year, which both articulates our expectations on a variety of fronts over communications, issue identification, training, development, global footprint, and being able to connect the dots. Attributes that vary depending upon what company you're with, but those were critically important attributes that we look for in our external auditor relationship. And we ask them to go in and grade themselves across the globe, all different functions, year-end, quarters, regions, product lines, divisions that they audit. And so that's very, very helpful.
In addition to requesting self-assessments from the auditor, audit committees frequently seek input from others, including management.
So while we will evaluate the external auditor in a very robust way, we'll also ask management to evaluate the external auditor. We'll also ask feedback from management as well as the external auditor on how we as an audit committee are performing our role and things that we can improve upon as well. It has to be a team effort across all three of those constituencies to produce the high-quality financial statements and information required, and the responsibility of the audit committee to carry that out.
While the evaluation of the external auditor should take into consideration the unique attributes and needs of each company, the CAQ, in partnership with the Audit Committee Collaboration, has developed a tool to provide a general framework to assist audit committees in this important task. It's called the External Auditor Assessment Tool, and it's recently been updated to help audit committees as they contend with changes in accounting standards and other matters impacting public company audits.
It's a very comprehensive framework with sections that are available for both management and the audit committee to fill out. What we do is to consolidate the responses, and then we sit and we discuss them with the CFO privately. And then, of course, we discuss those with the external auditor. We have found that this is a tremendous opportunity, once we've all level set, to set the expectations for the new fiscal year. And in addition, it identifies areas where we might expect stronger performance from the external auditor, and it also helps to identify areas of outperformance. And finally, it's a very good way of identifying places where management and the audit committee might not be entirely in sync with respect to the expectations that we have for the external auditor. So we have found that that works very well.
So how exactly does this assessment tool work? It starts with key questions to ask. Questions like, did the lead engagement partner and audit team have the right knowledge and skills to meet the company's audit requirements? Did the auditor discuss with the audit committee current developments in accounting principles and auditing standards? The tool also includes an overview of relevant standards and requirements and provides a handy form that the audit committee can use to rate auditor performance on a suggested rating scale. The updated edition includes several new and upcoming topics that audit committees should consider including in their conversations. For example, audit committees should understand how their companies are implementing new GAAP. Audit committees also may wish to discuss Form AP, including information around participation of other accounting firms with the external auditor.
We use the CAQ's questions and we put them to not just the audit committee in a dialogue, but also in a questionnaire form to the CFO, the internal audit controller, and I believe 8 other direct reports to the finance. And we graded the firm and then reviewed it with the outgoing partner to see what was his reaction to where they were strong and where they could improve. You put all that together and you try to, in your head, anticipate what the quality of the next audit will be. You set it up for success.
Set your next audit up for success. Learn more and download the assessment tool at www.thecaq.org.